What's going on, everybody? This is Peter Renna bringing you another edition of Dollar Bin Digging, where I'm going through my own boxes here at home because despite new comic books coming out on Wednesdays now, shops in New Jersey still aren't open, so I can't head out to go digging quite yet. So I still have my process of digging through those boxes I had set aside of Dollar Bin pickups that I still need to go through anyway. So I'm still hitting my own boxes for a little bit and giving you a short little video of it when I do, so you can see what I'm gonna pick to write about tomorrow. So I don't know what we got in this one. I think this is box 5 now of this process, so I'm not going to keep you waiting. I'm just going to dive into the books and see what we've got in here. All right, switch it over to the cam. All right, so we got this Hero Initiative book, which is pretty good. I like this used cover. Don't think I paid $1 for this. I might have got this for cover price, so we're not going to count that. I always grab Afterlife with Archie's when I see them. I'm pretty sure I have the whole run, but there's variants and a few issues here and there. So whenever I find them, I grab them. Ares 1, a different Ares miniseries 1. Who knows if they ever do something with Ares. So this is Rain, who I think was the big bad in a season of Supergirl a couple years back. This heated up for a little bit, but you can still find this book for pretty cheap. First Maxima, I believe, in this Action 585. 645. Sorry, 645. But yeah, there's a Maxima in there. It's like an art germ Catwoman. Bloodstone 2. I believe I have a few of these. Yep, I do, because I find these all the time. You don't find Bloodstone 1s anymore. People are pretty hip to that, but sometimes you can find these other 3 issues in the series. There's issue 3. And another issue 3. No 4, though. But we got FF 286. Return of Jean Grey in this issue. There's another one. This is a good book to have. I find these occasionally, so I grab them for 50 cents or $1, whatever they got. Just like any of these Hush Batmans. Always worth grabbing. Supergirl 50. This is weird looking face here on the Turner. But I believe this is actually the A. Even though Middleton was doing most of the issues in this run, Middleton's issue for number 50, or cover for number 50, is the 1 in 10, I believe. And it actually does fetch a good price. But I think this one's not that bad either, because people do like Turner. I like Turner. I'm just not a fan of this face. I don't know. There's something a little off about it to me. But I'm going to pull that one. We'll see what that one's doing. Hitman 1. You sometimes find this one and issue 2 with the Joker cover. And like I said, I'll grab those sometimes. Aliens vs. Predator. Remember that Dark Horse series? Jupiter Circle. That may come to Netflix or something like that. Who knows? Dr. Fate, number 2. Randomly, number 2. That's a nice Alex Ross cover on this Justice League of America. Orson Randall Iron Fist. I think it's a good little one-shot. X-Files, number 1 special edition. I think this is an interesting book. Yes, Thor. Random Bloodborne. Hey, Dawn of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead, number 1. That's an interesting book. Let's pull that guy boy out. See what that's doing. That was issue 1, and I got an issue 3 here. Archie 666. They had like a bunch of different covers for this with different titles on this. There's like Pep and a few others. I don't remember them all off the top of my head, but remember that 666 that had a bunch of variants. Yeah, it's Murder. It's a pretty nice Ross there. This is the Supreme, I believe. There's a First Binary. Looks a little beat up, but again, this book was hot for a little while. ASM 50. Nice Campbell cover. 51. Yeah, there's a nice... Oh, yeah, look, 52. Yeah, that was a nice little run of covers. Yeah, just in case, I'm going to pull those out. You sometimes find those Campbells in the bin, so they're worth grabbing. I think this is like First Phantomella or some weird character here in this Wolverine's book. Again, it's heated up for a little bit, just like this First Thory, that dog. I should have, if it was on the cover, I would have picked this one for 3 comic money, but all new Ghost Rider. Oh, these are variants. I don't know if I got these in dollar bins or not, so I'm not going to pull these for that, but I believe I have 2 of the, because there's the Kid Robot Hastings number 1 as well. Yeah, I didn't pay $18 for this. Again, this is a dealer at the flea market who marks all these books for reference, but you can see this is a pretty beat up copy anyway. But yeah, I still paid about $1 for it. I think that was First Nitro, possibly, in that one. in Nemesis. If that Millarverse ever gets started on a streaming service, that could be something to look at. This is the first Ultimate Taskmaster, which was another book that heated up for a little bit. There, Terry Moore, Motor Girl #1. Interesting book. Random issue 3 of Happy. Fun little series. It's a Cap 25 variant. Now, again, you still find these. If you do find these, grab these. Justice League 30, 31. I usually find these together, and I'll grab them again every time that I see them. Corpse, Paper Tales. Weird third printing for Secret Invasion. I believe this is another third printing for New Avengers 23. I know I grab these later printings in odd variants, these black and whites, things that just catch my eye. So you see them cheap, just grab them. I mean, a lot of them aren't worth much, but I don't know. Fun little things to have in the collection. Dark Wolverine, Blue Beetle, Super Crooks, another possible Millar book. The JSA, Stargirl. Still haven't watched that series yet, but yeah, I don't know. Let's take a look at that. I do like that cover. Ross, that great run of covers on JSA and Justice Society of America. Secret Invasion 5 variant. 7 variant. Again, a lot heavily printed book, but the variants still a little bit interesting. This is Captain America, Gorilla Captain America there. I believe this is first Circe, or, well, whatever you want to consider first, but one of the potential first Circe in that Wonder Woman series. They're inside me. And I actually did get a lot of these DC variants for very cheap in the dollar boxes at a shop, because I don't know, some of these DC variants, they kind of blend in with the regular covers. They don't really stand out a lot. But what you can always do is you check the barcode, here, and you can see that this is, issue 65. This is the second cover, first printing. So this is basically the V cover, or the 1 in 25. I think might be 1 in 10s. I'm not sure the ratios on these, but I think I do have a few of these in this box because I remember when I grabbed them. It's a G.I. Joe 21, Sam Wilson Cap, the random Marvel variant, like that Granoff cover. Yeah, so like here's another one. It's a nice cover, but it doesn't really command a lot, and it doesn't really jump out too much at you that it's a variant. But when you look at the barcode, you see that it is. Same here with this Brightest Day Green Arrow. And another Green Lantern. This Madame Mask variant for Invincible Iron Man's not too bad. I'll take a look at that. It's an interesting book. I believe Chris picked this out for Monty for Clowns when we did it. I knew I had this in here somewhere in a dollar box. I did find it for $1. Amazing. 581, another variant. And that's a Molten Man variant. Third printing for $6.98. Detective 855. Random Archie book. Frankie Ray Nova newsstand. It's a little dinged up, but interesting book. Mask of the Phantasm, the animated movie. This is just a regular edition, but you know what? I'm going to pull that. I think that might do a little bit. Might be something interesting to look at. Old Guard. I don't know if you guys saw the trailer for this, but it looks pretty good to me. I actually like the series quite a bit. And what we got here? Yeah, these Marvel Tales Mcfarlane covers. There is a nice little run of these. Again, I've been telling you to grab these for a while. These are just for the covers alone. I mean, they're also good reprints of good Spider-Man issues, but these Mcfarlane covers are pretty nice. Again, Ross doing his thing. A-Force #1. I believe this is just I don't remember which A-Force #1. I think that's might be the first appearance, but that doesn't really matter. Nothing to do with it just yet, but if they ever do an A-Force movie or some project with all the female Avenger type characters, that could be a book to check out. There's Cap again. The wedding issue. Yeah, again, still sometimes find this book out there. Dr. Voodoo. Interesting Morbius cover. Power Girl. Power Girl 13. Yeah, it's nice covers on that Power Girl series. Oh yeah, back to those Middleton. I told you I have tons of these Middleton Supergirls. Oh, just like the Jennifer's and Wonder Woman's. I'll grab these too anytime you find these in dollar bins. This is going to be a classic run in years to come. Right now, I don't believe they do a lot, but some of these books are. Oh, and this is one of my favorite Jim Lee covers. This Uncanny 268. Again, I grab this any condition, anytime I find it. This one's a little dinged up, but again, I can't help myself. It's just OCD. I guess Wonder Woman 25 again. Person cover 29. Again, I have the whole run, but I grab extras whenever I find them cheap. Top 10. This is Dynamic Forces. You find weird stuff like this sometimes in the cheap bins. Image days, they overprint a lot of things, and they'll have these limited to like 10,000 copies. But I don't know, they're just still interesting. It's a capsule in time. Foil Dynamic Forces Fan Club Edition. Odd stuff. So it's like a Art Adams Buffy, Photo Buffy, Secret 6. This is also a good series. And this was a nice little run of covers too. Sphere itself. I think this is actually, this is a variant too. I don't know if this is it might be a 1-to-25 ratio. Not certain. This is a heavily printed series again. These Marvel crossovers and events, they always have tons of prints. So even those incentive variants are that hard to find. But I don't know, interesting series, and we still don't know who Christian Bale is going to play. So we shall see. Wolf. I remember these books in Iron Joe. You know what? I'm going to take these two out. These were those Atlas books, I believe. Universal, possibly? Somebody optioned those Atlas books, and they also heated up for a little bit. X-Men 17. So we'll take a look at them. Akira number 3. There's a random Akira book in here. Yeah. It's Green Lantern 46, the crossover with the Reign of the Supermen. Banged up Call of the Conqueror here. Cap Wolf, also pretty beat. Yeah, Amazing 333. Larson. Larson doesn't get a lot of credit, but he had a nice little run on Amazing after McFarlane left, if you ask me. Oh, it's another one of those Devil Hulk tie-ins for Immortal Hulk. First Talos. Remember, that was a book people were hot on for a little while with Captain Marvel. And he's coming back. He's basically Nick Fury. Again, those Immortal Hulk tie-ins. Ooh, G.I. Joe. These late issue G.I. Joes. G.I. Joe ended at 155, I think, was the last issue. But any of these issues, like basically post 100, and any of these, again, Snake Eyes focused issues are pretty desirable. You can do pretty well with them. So I would grab them if you find them. And this newsstand might also command a little bit extra. So I'll take a look at it. Star Trek the Motion Picture. Here's Batman 457. The one you're looking for is that second print newsstand, which is damn near impossible to find. But still, if you can find this book, you should grab it. First Valeria Richards, I believe. Looks like first Demi-Goblin. Random first. You should just, I don't know. They're cheap enough. Just grab them. I believe 359 does have a Carnage cameo of some form in here. But, oh yeah, there he is. So, I mean, say what you will, but there he is. You see, it's right before he breaks out. So it is a bit of a tease of Carnage coming. It's 2 issues before his everybody's favorite first in 361. But 359 and 360 both have little one-pager, few panels teasing him coming. This is a classic cover, this Hawkeye and Cap. I always like to grab this when I see it as well. Beta Ray Bill, God Hunter. It's a Secret Warriors variant of some kind. Cable variant. It's like Olivetti, maybe, cover. That's what it looks like to me. This is a store variant, so this is not a dollar book. Don't know why that's in there. Oh, yeah, Vigilante, Southland. I think Topher put me onto this book a while back when we had the Idris Elba spec. He could be for Suicide Squad, too. Oh, look at that, actually. Got 2 of them. Let's take a look at it, see what it's doing these days. Probably nothing, but, hey, again, you never know. Southern Bastards, Earth X, Greg Land, X-Men book, Gigantic, a couple issues of Gigantic, Final Crisis, Jade Man, Bloodsword 52, Bloodsword 53. Probably not going to write about the Jade Man books, but I'm going to pull these because, again, these still are not easy to find and can sell pretty well. You look at the asking price of a lot of those Jade Man books, especially the late issues right before they all completed their runs. They command quite a bit of money. You can do pretty well, especially if you find them for $1 or less. Deadpool 57. I think this is the first part of Agent of Weapon X. Nice Barry Windsor Smith cover. That's another one. Let's pull it out. I know I'm only going to cover 4 books, but I'm just grabbing stuff that catches my eye right now, just like I would if I was out there taking in for these the first time. Sinestro Corps. I think that also is a good book to take a look at these days. Totally Awesome Hulk 1. We got here Dead Man Logan 12, Far Sector. Oh yeah, Hellboy. First Hellboy little cameo, that poster in the back. This was all the rage not that long ago. I think it's quieted down quite a bit, but it's still a nice little book to find and grab if you see it out there. Female Furies. I think these might be some new release issues here at the back of this box. Some Martian Manhunter B covers. Yeah, these aren't dollar books. These are just runs of things that I've picked up. Oh, Cobra Kai. I like this cover. It caught my eye. And that's like I paid $6 for this thing. That is actually what I paid for this because I do remember when I picked this up off the shelf. So I think it's like 1 in 10. So $6 for 1 in 10 is a decent price to me. All right, the Derek Chews, Immortal Hulks. Yeah, this looks like the end of this box is a bunch of new releases. So, all right, I think that's all I got to pull for this week. I think it's a good little pile here. I guess we don't need to look at the box anymore. Yeah, I got more than four options this time. I don't know. I'm going to sort through it, see what 4 books look like the most interesting things to write about. Maybe we'll do the Phantasm. I'm thinking Sinestro Corpse. That also might be a good one to do. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the G.I. Joe. I don't think I've done a G.I. Joe book in a while. And then, yeah, dealer's choice. Maybe the Supergirl, maybe the Dawn of the Dead, maybe those Campbells. I don't know. I'm going to figure out the last one when I sit down to write this in a few minutes. So hopefully you enjoyed, digging through my box with me. And hope you enjoyed reading the article I'm about to go write. So some books you should look at. If you're able to go out there and start digging already, these are some things you should still look for. Because, again, if you pay $1, you pay a little bit less. You can flip them, or they're just good books to score for your collection on, for cheap. Or just a fill and run, just some nice covers, a little bit of spec plays, whatever your fancy. There's all different ways to dig, for a buck. You take a flyer, whether you just want to read, whether you just like the art, whether you need it to fill a run, or, you're hoping to turn that $1 into $20 down the line. I mean, it happens. I mean, you just got to watch, the speculator wave. Books get hot and then they fade, and sometimes they come back around again. So don't fret, don't give up. Just keep out there digging. Keep your eyes open, and I don't know. I'll catch you guys next week.